Hello everyone and welcome to Ships at Sea. Today we're going to be starting a new game, new season. Going to run over here, we're going to check out our little dinghy boat. We're not actually going to be using this, it's kind of a joke. But we're going to check it out real quick. Then we're going to go to the bank, get a loan, and show you the proper way to do this to make some money to start. So I mean we could use this boat, but I mean we can hold hardly anything in it, so you'd be taking forever to get anything done with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out by getting a loan here from the bank. And you can come in here, and if you scroll down to the bottom, you can do a loan of 50,000 kroner over 8 months. You end up paying 7,000. We'll actually have it paid off today, so it won't matter. And we're going to take this loan. We're going to do it 3 times. Most you can get. So we now have $200,000. Then we're going to run over here and we're going to come into the shipyard where we're going to purchase a new boat. And we could go one of 2 ways. We could go for cargo or we could go for fishing. I personally think that if you do fishing first, you're going to go a lot faster than if you do cargo first. You can buy this one for 45,000, or you can scroll over here and buy this one for 33,000. That's what we're going to do. And you have to hold the button down to purchase it, so we now have that boat purchased. Now, you can't just jump into it here. You have to slide back over to the left, and then any boat that doesn't have for sale on it is your current boat. Click on it, it becomes your active boat. We're going to do some upgrades. We're going to go with the throttle, engine, and propeller, and then also the remote control. So we're going to go all the way down to the bottom here, pick the biggest one. For the throttle, 9500. Again, you have to hold. Don't forget to install those. Come over here, biggest engine, hold, install, and then propeller. This will give us about 13 knots approximately. And the remote control is so that we can start hauling the line in while we're still moving, instead of having to jump out of the boat, run out there, and try to push the button to get the thing to work. It's just so much faster. Then we're also going to rig it with long lines. Okay, let's see. I'm going to double check real quick. I don't think we need the fleet fuel tank. It's going to cost us some money to get the nets, the lines on the bait and stuff too. So I think we're going to go with just let's stay with 1,000. I think would be good. So we can close this out and run back out here. We'll run down, get the long lines, get the bait. Actually, we're going to come over here real quick first. We also need to have a fish hook. If you want to do net fishing, you need to also buy one of these yarn hooks. If you don't have this, you can't do net fishing. I personally don't like net fishing the way it's set up currently. Hopefully in the future they're going to fix it. But so we're going to get the best hook, the best knife. Let's see, we don't need any of that. Don't need that. I'm going to pick up a flashlight and a couple of batteries. Parts probably won't break down first time out, and on this one, again, we probably don't need the parts right now, so we're just going to purchase this. We'll get the drill too. Purchase. Now, when you come out of your cabin, you're going to have to reach up, click on this, and equip every single time that you want to catch fish. It's kind of a pain, but no, we don't want to do that. Okay, so now we're going to run down. I believe 2. I believe that we can grab, yeah. So on mine, it actually ends up being number 6, and then 2 puts it away. Kind of like a hot bar that doesn't show. And this is roast. Or roast. And this here is the fishery. where you buy your nets, buy your bait, sell your fish. And so I would love to do these, won't let me. So we're going to take that. Can't do these ones either, but we can do these. And what we're going to do is we're going to purchase 4 of those. And we can put them all out at the same time if we want to. So I'm going to purchase that, and then we're also going to get the buoys for them. And again, might as well go with the best one. They're not that expensive. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Purchase those, and then we're going to go to bait. Actually, we're going to look at the map, see where we want to go. So we have, this is a fish farm. We have 50% halibut there, 50% cod there. Those are the 2 that are closest to us. I mean, if we really wanted to travel way out here into the deep water, we could go, which obviously doesn't look very good over there either. But there's also some up here. So just kind of depending on what you want to catch or fish for. I think that this one here closest to town right here is probably the best one to start with, because it has 50% cod, and that's what halibut, which is what I want to go after. So we'll close the map down, enter this, purchase bait, and then if you look, it'll tell you which kind. The krill is best for redfish, herring is best for halibut, mackerel is best for haddock, shrimp is best for cod, crab is for pollock, and pollock blocks are for catfish. So we're going to go with herring, and we're going to purchase the biggest block. We're going to just do, I believe it's 1 kilogram will set up 2 pots. So I'm going to get 2 of these so we can actually set up like 40 pots. And then we're going to, actually, let's just get, we're going to get a bunch. Sure, we don't have to worry about bait for any time. Spend $8,000 on bait. Then we have everything we need, except our boat. So we're going to run back and get in our boat, and we're going to begin our journey way out there. There is an autopilot, so if you set up a waypoint setup properly, you can actually just kind of waypoint out there. Problem is, the boat doesn't shut off when you waypoint, so you might just run into something after the fact. So we got Flippy here, kind of a small boat, but if we do things right, we'll end up making, I don't know, 500 to $1 million on our first trip out, which is pretty good considering the size of this boat. And we'll have to pay off our $150,000 in loans. But if you do it all in one day, there's no interest payments. So it's currently June 1st at 7:12 in the morning. Middle of summer, it's going to be daylight most of the day. We are going to have one set of, at least one set of payments. Oh no, that's monthly payments. So unless we go into July, we won't have any monthly payments. It's a long trek out here too. Once I get away from that, around that buoy right there, I'll start setting up waypoint and let autopilot take control, so we can kind of like, peruse around, look at the interior, so on and so forth, and not have to worry about running into rocks. I'm taking started right now. Alright, so if I go here, something like, let's go, yeah, let's actually move that one. Move that node and see if we can go this way a little bit. Yeah, about there. Okay. Close the map down. If we go into here and you click on this button right here, it turns on autopilot. And if you see that it still says standby, so we're going to click that. It goes into nav mode, and we are on track now. And the boat will do whatever we can get out of the seat. We can look around the boat. We have oars in case we break down and have to paddle back. These are our baits, or our buckets. They're not baited yet. So to bait the buckets, you're going to come in here, you're going to click, left click it, equip that, close your inventory, and then hold E. Top bucket's baited. The bottom bucket's baited. Now, for some reason, every time you go through one bait, it will close down your thing. So, um, yeah, I should have bought more than 10, but that's fine. We'll have enough to get 2 full runs out there if we need to. Should I go back and get more? Nah, I think 2 runs will be fine. Alright, so our buckets are all baited. When we are out there, the long line's going to come in here. We're going to hook off from right here and just sling them into the boat. Pretty simple. Long line gets put into here like this. When we get to where we want to fish, we just start launching it. And then we have let's see, that's nothing there. Up there's our logbook. I've played a lot of hours on this, so I have so many different ship licenses. My skill tree is maxed out already. I'm just doing this to show. So, pretty simple. Doesn't really have anything right now. Boats. We have that one left over, and Flippy. No crew, because we can't hire crew. I mean, you can, but it's not working properly right now, so. We can turn on our sonar. Right there. And just watch if you want. I mean, we got full field of view all the way around. And we have 263 of 264 gallons, so it shouldn't take long to get out there. In fact, let's see how many miles we gotta go. It's a half mile there, a half mile there. That's less than a half. So we got like, I don't know, 3 knots to get out there, 3 nautical miles, I mean. Shouldn't take too long. We're gonna do a little jump to that point. So we are about halfway there. I just wanted to kind of show how the ocean changes from where we were at port to now. It's starting to get a little wavy. It's looking kind of nice. Not too bad. I'm not sure if I personally would want to be out in ocean water and waves like this with a small boat like this, but you know, to each their own. I actually was playing this earlier, and the waves were so high that I actually had this boat jump out of the water completely, like it was airborne. But as you can see, we're about halfway there. We're gonna have to, and I can zoom in, see if I can figure out where the land is over here. They're trying to say that we're hitting. Oh yeah, it's under nav mode, so I can't do anything right now. So we currently just entered the fish habitat. If we want to, we start laying lines down here, but I don't believe we have. I can't read this sonar the way I have it set now. They used to actually show fish down below. I'm not exactly sure what this means. It looks like a bunch of algae to me. And it looks like that when I actually get over to the fish area too. Okay, so we're into the road here, and the fish actually moved and changed. They'll actually be down here, so that's where we're gonna head. We're gonna travel right to the right of this stuff here, go down here and fish the halibut. If the waves don't knock us too far off course. I mean, it says there's land right here, but I don't see it, so it's got to be like just under the water or something. A little more to the right to make sure to miss that. Still got 4 nautical miles, or 0.4 nautical miles to go. Remove the head if you want. Great for screenshots. across here. It's going to be tough with these waves to keep a straight line. But as soon as I see that hook pop up in the bottom part of my screen down here in the sonar, I'm going to jump out and, actually not quite as soon as, a little bit. We're going to jump out and we're going to try to go 2 lines to the left of that and 2 lines to the right. And I'm trying to make it where the waves aren't going to be quite an issue for us. Yeah, so I think a little bit further. That's going to be about half the distance, so we're going to go ahead and get out of the seat, run back here, and just hit E, start launching the boat, or buoy. Come back in, start driving. We're just going to, like I said, run 2 to the left, 2 to the right, and then we're going to sleep, see what we catch. And then run back to town if we have enough. If not, we'll set out more lines. I should have dropped it just a little bit earlier, so that my second buoy popped out right in the middle where the hook's at. So there's halfway point, little white buoy. When you're doing the long lines, you'll have 2 or 3 of those buoys out. And as soon as we drop off the red buoy here in a second, I'm going to run back there, just keep traveling this direction, run back there, put in a new one, turn the boat around, start heading back up, and then we'll drop the second one. Should be any second now. There it is. So we get out of driving, grab another bucket, put it on there. Now we're just going to spin this boat around. See if I can actually see my red buoy. Because if I can see it, yeah, there it is. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go about, come on. It's not traveling very fast. There we go. Now we want to come back up north now. We tried to do north and south lines, sort of. And I am going to stagger these because we're going to come up from the bottom right to start catching them all when it's time. Yep, we just launched the boat right there. There it is out of the water again. Alright, let's start it, get back in, start driving the boat again. If not, we have a mess. Yeehaw. It's like we're riding a Bronco here. Turn back to the right, come on. There we go. If it was a little calmer, this would be great for this boat. A little rough on this guy. He gets bounced around pretty good. Launch it again. Yep. Alright, so here in a second we should be popping out the white buoy. There it is. Come on, come on, there we go. No, come on. Work with me here. Actually, it's kind of hard to wrangle this thing in sometimes. I think we might set up 4 lines twice, depending on how the waves hold. Because it'd be really hard to catch these things, and there's the second one. Alright, so I'm going to jump out of the seat, Grab one of these, put it in, go back to trying to drive the boat. We're going to go up here a little further this time and then turn around. Like I said, I want to stagger them if I can. I mean, they did really well on the waves, but the boat sinking down under the waves every time it hits a big wave is kind of weird. Should smooth it out here going back the other way. We'll have a rough time coming back up, but that's fine. Get this thing turned back around south. And about there. And we'll just take these two to the right of that hook. It is moving across, so I don't know. I might put the other one up the other side. They do move back and forth though, so it's fine. He might be moving because he's smelling the herring bait, and they'll come back over to this one after the fact. I see my white buoy up ahead of me. I want to go to the right of that. We definitely need the ocean to calm down a little bit. Yeah, I dropped a little too soon. It's fine now. Well, a little too soon for what I was trying to do on the staggering, I mean. And if you wanted, you could have like, I think 8 lines on this boat, and you can put out all 8 if you want. Problem is, if it's like really bad weather, it's hard to get them all in, because it's well, I guess with the new remote system they have now, this is being, you know, I don't know, this is version 8.3.15, so it's okay, so that buoy's out. It's a little better than the original version. The original version didn't have autopilot. There was a lot of glitches too. I mean, like there were saving glitches and all sorts of stuff. I mean, this boat turns really fast too. I mean, I could spin this thing right around and go right back up, which is probably what I'm exactly trying to do here. Get it as close to the other one as possible, but I'm gonna have a rough time with the waves here, so. Taking no damage yet. As you see, down next to the speedometer and fuel thing down there, there's a 100%. The right one is my throttle, and the left one is damage. So we have 0 damage right now. Alright, that's about right. Launch that out. Get back in here. Start driving again, back north. As much north as I can go with these waves. And then after we get these 4 out, I'm going to cruise back around to the first one, and we're going to let it sit for 24 hours. Hopefully overnight that the waves calm down some. As you can see, the other hook too is also moving in. It's closer than it was. This one was way over here, and this is pollock coming in. But hopefully we'll get a bunch of halibut. It sells the best too, like money-wise. I think that and salmon are probably the 2 best ones for money. Man, this is rough. Alright, so that buoy's out. We're just going to hang it right here. We're going to cruise all the way down to this point here, and then we're going to rest. I'm actually going to go around my long line so I don't run over them. I mean, it's not a thing, but being pure to the game. I believe to sleep you have to be under 2 knots also. The last time I played this, it took me a while to get, with this size waves, to get the boat to be under 2 knots. So our last buoy coming up here on the right, and we can turn right and head down to the other end of it. When this game first came out, you used to be able to put the 2500 hook ones on this, which was the equivalent to having 5 of these lines that we have out right now on one line. And yes, we put them out quick enough. I could just have waited at the one spot, but I kind of want to try to do it more like it's supposed to be done. First line out, first line in. Should be coming up on our right here. There's the one over there. We should have one right here too. Maybe that one is the one I'm looking for. Yeah, that is the one I'm looking for. Okay. So I'm just going to kill the engines here. Hopefully it slows me down to under 2. If not, I'm going to have to do some adjusting with the throttle. Alright, slows right down. Now we're just going to rest next to 24 hours. So click that. Let's rest. Next day. The waves aren't quite as bad, so that's good. We're going to switch to this mode. Look for our buoy that's right in front of us. And then as we come up to this thing, I'm going to again slow it down. I don't want to be going fast because if not, the line trails behind us, and then it makes it hard to hook them. But with the remote hauler, all I have to do is come up next to it. As soon as the boat gets next to it, I'm going to kill the engines and hit N. Starts hauling. I hit F to get out, do my inventory, equip that, and then as the fish come up, yeah, come on, there we go, got that one. 73,800 grams. Not sure how many kilos that is, but and I didn't slow down quick enough, as you see the lines dragging behind us. It just makes it harder to hook them if you do it this way. Well, usually. That one looked like pollock. Might have been haddock. Here's the old halibut. We definitely want this one. Come on. There we go. 82,432 grams. I have everything in pounds. I don't know why it's doing it in grams. This looks like catfish. And that's it. You're going to have five hooks on this line. And then if we look in our inventory on the boat, we'll see that we picked up 1.55 tons of pollock twice. We did 535 pounds of haddock, 1.73 tons of halibut, and 1,000 pounds of catfish. We'll cruise over to the next line, pick it up, and we'll go from there. We turned the boat turned right around, didn't it? It's behind us. Like I said, this boat turns really good though, so it's fine. There it is. Hopefully we can get one that comes straight out to the right instead of being dragging behind us. And leave the boat. It took me a long time to figure out there was actually hotkeys for this thing, because it doesn't really show a hotbar. Man, I should bump the thing forward a little bit. Jesus, it's way out in front now. This is gonna be tough. Can't even see the fish. Got it. Don't know how I got it, but I got it. Got that one too. Nice. So it does combine them, like each long line when I go to look in the inventory. Unless I wrote it down what it was, there's no way for me to remember, or for me to figure out which line's which for how much weight we had. But know that we had about 3 tons of pollock and about 1.7 tons of halibut, half a ton of haddock. Come on, where's it at? Nope, that one got off. Damn it. Or I hooked it, I don't know, let's see. So we got about another 3 tons of pollock, another 500 pounds of haddock, another 1,000 pounds of catfish, and another 1.7 tons of halibut. So pretty much the same thing as the first one. Alright, let's grab the other 2 lines real quick, and then decide if we want to set out 4 more or not. I would like to go in and have like $1 million. Because in the next episode, I want to kind of do a tutorial on the fish farms. And each fish farm's 500,000, so they're kind of expensive. Not including buying the smolt and buying the fish food. Turn, turn, come on, turn. Go to the right. I'm gonna miss this one, aren't I? Damn it. Yeah, I missed it. No, you got it, okay. F. Hopefully we get all this one. It's already starting to go towards the front. Normally they drag behind me, they don't drag the boat back, so the winds are kicking up, or for the waves or whatever, making it kind of difficult. Yes, I've done this a few times around different waves, and although this one's going through the boat, this might be a little more difficult. Got it. This one's probably going to be the halibut. Nope, that was the catfish. Which means the last one's going to be the halibut. Where, oh where? Come on. Come out from under the boat. There it is. Yep, got it. Alright. So now we have total of 4, 5, 6, 7.5 tons of pollock, 2,100 pounds of haddock, about 5.2 tons of halibut, and we caught 1.4 tons, so we caught a lot of catfish this time. So we'll just bump back in here, find the last buoy, which is right over there. Yeah, I think I am going to drop out 4 more lines. I'm going to do a jump cut to that and come back to the last pickup so we have a full total amount. Yeah, see, it's sticking out like this. That's how it's supposed to be. Of course, now it's going to drag out front again. Dang it. Let me catch my fish. I just need to see it flash to be able to hook it. Hopefully the waves will calm down even more for the second batch. Got it. When this first came out, it was so hard to hook fish for this thing. It just didn't work properly. You'd hit it and hit it and hit it and it would still miss. And they're still having issues with the netting. The last time I played with the net, it's been a few months back, but they were still having issues back then. I might try it on this series, we'll see. Really what I want to do is I want to get high enough to be able to get the big cargo boat and the big fishing boat. I have the license equivalent for it, but I want to actually use it because you can get crew for the tier 3s now. Where is it at? Come on. Got it. That was the halibut too. Can't remember. That was the last one. Okay. So we have a total now of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, almost 11 tons of pollock. 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 tons of halibut, almost 2 tons of catfish, and only 4,600 or 2,600 pounds of. Let's see. So we're going to do the bait, equip. I'm just going to load these up real quick and get ready to set out more. Like I said, I'm just going to do a jump cut on that real quick, so I will be right back after we start setting these lines out. Let's see where they're at. Alright, so halibut's still here. Yeah, we can cruise it up here. 2 nautical miles. Okay. Alright, so I'll be back. Be back in just a bit with it after this jump cut. This is more how I wanted it on the first one. Kind of 4 lines set together with the middle buoys close to the haddock. I mean the fishing marker for the halibut. So we're just about to get our 4th line set off here and then we're going to sleep. Start hauling them in. Alright, we're towing in the first line here. Get our hook out, see how we do. Looks like a big catfish. 23,406 grams. Bonus weight. Don't know what the regular weight was till we get done. $12,126 bonus. I'm guessing that's because the fish hook I'm using is the best one, and you get bonus weight for having the better fish hook. $77,456. That's got to be the pollock, because it's close to the same as the halibut was. $86,480. That's big. That's a lot. Looked like a big halibut too, thicker than the other ones. They do have different sizes too. Like it'll say small, medium, and large when you go to sell at the fishery, and you get better prices for different ones. Pretty sure if I can ever get this thing up here. Oh, that was 77 also, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's more pollock. We're going to do just get them at the end here. Let's see, next buoy is back behind us. Trying to pay attention here. Sorry, sometimes I don't talk much when I'm paying attention or having to concentrate on something else. 85,000 grams bonus, that's nice. And I do have enough bait to do 2 more lines, I think, maybe more. So I can do 2 lines per one. So yeah, I mean, we have enough to stay out here for 3 more trips if I wanted to. I don't want to go too crazy though. This is a pretty small boat for this size water. More catfish. I'm gonna have to back up and go to the left for every single one of these because they keep pushing me the waves and, you know, pulling this line in. Long wait in between this one. Come on, where's it at? There it is. More catfish. Foamy waves. Coming overboard. Was that 5 or was that 4? Yeah, it was 4. Alright, so back over here. Actually, let's go forward and turn around. I'm going to try to hit this one at a slight angle going towards the other one. So hopefully I don't have to back up again or spin my boat around. Probably still a little bit, that's fine. Be able to tell how the line acts, what way we're going. Usually. ton of pollock in here. Well, many tons of pollock actually. I see how this halibut looks smaller. Yeah, the waves finally caught up. We're going back the other way now. Come on. There we go. And the last one's going to be a pain in the ass. Not as bad as I thought. Okay. The waves are not being our friends today, that's for sure. Got it. Then we'll see how much we caught and decide if I want to put out more lines or not. I have been at this for like, I don't know, hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes so far. I also don't want to deplete the halibut too much, because if you do, then you won't have any to catch next time you want to come out. Those are some big hooks. Oh boy. This one's going to be really fun. Come on. Got it. Is that 5? Yeah, that was 5. Okay. So we came up with a grand total so far off of setting out 2 long lines. We have 5, 11, 12, 13, 14, about 14 tons of halibut. Then we have 12, 18, 21, about 22 tons of pollock, 1.2 tons of haddock, and then a little over 3.3 tons of catfish. Like I said, I have enough that I could bait out longer, but I believe this is going to be enough for what I want. So we're just going to go ahead and head back, and I will see you at the dock. So it's been about 20-25 minutes, and we're pulling back into our home port of Roast. I'm going to slow down because we're going to end up docking right here on this little piece. I believe I can dock right here. Head straight towards it, and then right at the last second turn left, and it should be able to pull up and port or dock here. Let's coast up a little bit more and dock. And that is our first trip. We're going to jump out here. There was a bug in the past that did not allow you to sell all the fish at once. I believe that's fixed. We're going to find out though. So we made 1.105 million NOK. If we sell all the fish, yes, it took it all. So we have 1.2 million. We do have to pay off the loan. So we're going to run down and do that real quick. And then we're going to look at the boats because we're going to do a little sneak peek for the next episode. Go to banks. Now, as I said before, because the interest rate is payment of 20%, but if you pay off the loan, if you watch the money, it does not take an interest payment if it doesn't go over a month. I know it says 1 million, but it's actually a little over that. So if we come in here, come to the thing, and look at the available boats, we could go for the big one, but that's 950. We can also do this boat here. In the past, you could not do medium cargoes on this. You can now. All you need to do is get the crane purchased in your skill tree, which is right here. And then you go to deckhand, I believe it is, and small crane operator. So on this boat now that I have it purchased, we're going to make this one active. We're going to do all the upgrades to it that we need. So throttle. Now all these ones up here say don't function. That's why I always run the bottom one for this. This one doesn't say that, so I'm guessing it does make it actually work properly. Make sure I install it. I want engine. It's going to cost us 700,000 for, or 500,000 for the thing. I think we're just going to go to level 4 on this one. Yeah, we'll get level 5, that's fine. I can always go out fishing if I need more money. And then propeller, obviously the best one. Install, did I install the engine? I think I did, didn't I? Yeah, I did, okay. And there's no catching a fish in this one, so don't have to worry about that. Not going to do the internal tank, but what we are going to do is going to buy a smolt tank. Okay, so now we have that available. So on the next episode, we're going to be messing around with the fish farms that are right over here. And they cost 500K to buy. But for this one, that is it. I'm thankful that you guys stopped by and watched. I hope to see you in the next one. If you have any questions or comments about what you saw in the video, go ahead and leave one down below. If you like it, click that like button. It helps out the channel. And I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one.